Welcome back, Sigma ladies. Today, we're exploring a phenomenon that doesn't shout for attention, but leaves an unforgettable mark. It's time to decode the essence of the Sigma female, a force of quiet transformation and unstoppable resilience. This isn't just another breakdown of traits you've heard before. Today, we'll unveil 10 groundbreaking truths that will redefine how you view Sigma females. These aren't the recycled traits of strength and independence. These are the layers of depth, strategy, and mystique that make Sigma females a league of their own. So, Sigma ladies, get comfortable, grab your metaphorical compass, and let's navigate the uncharted. And before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the Sigma Lady, where we celebrate your brilliance and share insights that ignite transformation. Let's begin. 1. The silent equation. A Sigma female doesn't announce her value. It becomes apparent over time, often in her absence. She operates like an intricate equation, subtle and complex, yet essential to the balance of her environment. People may not immediately notice the weight she carries, but they feel the void when she steps back. Her silence isn't passivity, it's a strategy. In a world where everyone competes to be seen and heard, the Sigma female observes. She collects data, analyzes dynamics, and makes calculated decisions that have long-term impact. Her quiet demeanor makes her an anomaly in a noisy world, and that alone draws attention. What's most striking about this silent equation is how it challenges societal norms. In traditional power structures, influence is equated with visibility. Leaders are expected to be vocal and extroverted. The Sigma female shatters this stereotype by proving that true leadership doesn't always need a megaphone. Her influence operates like gravity, unseen but undeniable. This trait often leaves people wondering how she achieves so much without actively seeking recognition. The answer lies in her ability to prioritize substance over appearance. She doesn't need to prove herself because her results speak louder than words. While others waste energy on external validation, she channels hers into meaningful action. Her silent power is also her shield. By not revealing everything, she becomes unpredictable and difficult to manipulate. This unpredictability keeps people guessing, making her a formidable presence in any room. It also creates an air of mystery that is both intimidating and alluring. Ultimately, the Sigma female's silent equation is her secret weapon. It allows her to move through life with a level of precision and purpose that few can match. And while others scramble to make themselves heard, she quietly changes the game. 2. Architects of inner gravity, Sigma females possess an internal force that pulls people toward them, much like gravity. This isn't the result of practiced charm or intentional magnetism. It's a natural byproduct of their authenticity and self-awareness. They don't strive to be the center of attention. They simply are. Their inner gravity begins with their unshakable sense of self. A Sigma female knows who she is, what she stands for, and where her boundaries lie. This clarity creates a grounded presence that others find reassuring, even if they can't quite articulate why. In a world full of noise and distraction, she becomes a calm and steady anchor. What makes this trait even more remarkable is that it operates without effort. Sigma females don't need to force connections or charm their way into social circles. People are drawn to them because of their depth and authenticity. They create a safe space where others feel seen and understood, even in silence. However, this gravitational pull isn't always comfortable for those around her. Her presence often forces others to confront their own insecurities or limitations. While some find this inspiring, others may feel intimidated or unsettled. Either way, her impact is undeniable. The Sigma female's inner gravity also extends to her decision-making. She doesn't make impulsive choices or follow trends for the sake of fitting in. Every move she makes is intentional, rooted in her values and long-term vision. This consistency earns her respect and admiration, even from those who don't fully understand her. At its core, the Sigma female's inner gravity is a testament to the power of authenticity. By staying true to herself, she creates a magnetic field that draws others in, not because she needs them, but because they're naturally compelled to be part of her orbit. The Time Chameleon. The Sigma female has an extraordinary ability to navigate the complexities of time, not just in the literal sense, but in how she balances the past, present, and future. She exists as a time chameleon, seamlessly adapting her mindset to the needs of the moment while keeping an eye on the bigger picture. Her connection to the past is grounded in wisdom. She reflects on her experiences not with regret, but with curiosity, extracting lessons that shape her decisions. While others may be weighed down by their histories, she uses hers as a foundation for growth. This self-awareness allows her to avoid repeating mistakes and to build a future rooted in resilience. In the present, the Sigma female is fully engaged. She doesn't let distractions pull her away from what matters most. This presence gives her a remarkable focus, allowing her to tackle challenges with clarity and composure. When she speaks, it's with intention. When she acts, it's with purpose. Her relationship with the future is equally unique. She doesn't live in a constant state of anxiety about what's to come. Instead, she approaches the future with a blend of optimism and pragmatism. She plans strategically but remains flexible, understanding that life rarely goes according to script. This ability to adapt across timelines makes her a powerful force in both her personal and professional life. She can draw on past wisdom to solve present problems, while laying the groundwork for future success. It's a rare balance that sets her apart from those who are either stuck in the past or overly fixated on what's next. The Sigma female's time chameleon nature isn't just about adaptability. It's about mastery. She understands that time isn't something to be controlled or feared. It's a resource to be harnessed. This perspective allows her to move through life with a level of grace and effectiveness that others can only aspire to. The Velvet Guillotine Sigma females possess a rare and potent weapon, their ability to deliver truths with grace and precision. This isn't the harsh, abrasive honesty that wounds without care. It's a refined, almost surgical approach that cuts through pretenses while leaving people open to change. This unique communication style has earned her the nickname of the Velvet Guillotine. When she speaks, it's never out of anger or a desire to dominate. Instead, she chooses her words with an intention to enlighten, guide, or challenge in a constructive way. Her criticisms, though sharp, are wrapped in understanding and empathy, making them easier to accept. This combination of firmness and kindness disarms people, allowing her to address even the most difficult topics without causing unnecessary conflict. Her ability to cut with care makes her an asset in both personal and professional relationships. While others might shy away from uncomfortable conversations, the Sigma female embraces them. She understands that growth often requires discomfort, and she's willing to be the catalyst for that transformation. What makes her even more dangerous, in the best way, is her uncanny ability to read people. She doesn't just address surface issues, she digs deeper, identifying the root causes of problems. This makes her critiques not only accurate, but transformative. People who engage with her often leave the conversation with a new perspective, even if they didn't initially agree with her. However, this skill isn't always welcomed by everyone. Her honesty can be unsettling to those who aren't ready to confront their own shortcomings. Yet even her harshest critics can't deny the wisdom and clarity she brings to the table. Over time, many come to appreciate her candor and seek her out for guidance. Ultimately, the Sigma female's velvet guillotine approach isn't about tearing people down. It's about cutting away the unnecessary layers that hold them back. Her words are a gift, even when they sting, and they leave a lasting impact on those lucky enough to hear them. 5. The Mapeless Voyager. The Sigma female doesn't need a roadmap to navigate life. While others rely on established paths and guidelines, she forges her own way, driven by intuition and an unshakable sense of purpose. This makes her a true Mapeless Voyager, a pioneer of her own destiny. Her aversion to conventional paths isn't a rebellion against authority. It's a refusal to be confined by expectations that don't align with her values. She understands that no one-size-fits-all blueprint exists for success or happiness, so she takes the time to chart her own course, even if it means walking alone. This independence doesn't mean she's reckless or aimless. On the contrary, her journey is deeply intentional. She moves forward with a clear sense of her goals, even if the exact path to achieve them remains uncertain. This willingness to embrace ambiguity sets her apart from those who fear the unknown. Her approach to life as a Mapeless Voyager often leads her to uncharted territories, whether it's a groundbreaking career choice, a unique lifestyle, or unconventional relationships. She thrives in spaces that others overlook, finding opportunities and solutions where none seem to exist. This trait also makes her an inspiration to others, even if they don't fully understand her. People are often drawn to her courage and creativity, finding themselves rethinking their own choices after seeing how fearlessly she pursues her dreams. However, her independence can also make her a target for criticism, as those who prefer the safety of the well-trodden path may view her as a threat to the status quo. But for the Sigma female, criticism is just noise. She stays focused on her journey, knowing that true fulfillment comes not from following someone else's map, but from creating her own. In doing so, she not only finds her way, but also lights the path for those brave enough to follow. 6. The echo in the room. Even when she's silent, the Sigma female leaves an imprint that lingers. She's like an echo, subtle yet enduring, a presence that people feel long after she's left the room. This ability to make an impact without constantly asserting herself is one of her most powerful traits. What sets her apart is her mastery of timing and intentionality. She doesn't speak or act for the sake of being noticed. Instead, she waits for the moments that truly matter, ensuring that her contributions carry weight. This makes her words and actions memorable, resonating far beyond the immediate interaction. Her echo effect is amplified by her depth. Unlike those who thrive on superficial charm or fleeting charisma, the Sigma female's impact comes from her authenticity and insight. When she shares her thoughts, they often challenge conventional thinking, sparking discussions and reflections that continue long after she's gone. This trait also extends to her relationships. People who cross paths with her often find themselves profoundly affected, even if their time together was brief. Her ability to connect on a deeper level leaves a lasting impression, and many seek her out for advice, inspiration, or simply the comfort of her presence. However, her ability to echo isn't just about influence. It's also about creating space for others. She knows that leadership isn't about dominating a conversation, but about empowering others to find their voice. By stepping back when necessary, she ensures that her impact doesn't overshadow the contributions of those around her. The Sigma female's echo effect is a testament to the power of substance over style. In a world that often prioritizes volume over value, her quiet strength and lasting resonance stand as a reminder that true impact doesn't always require a spotlight. 7. The unseen sculptor. The Sigma female is an architect of change, yet she operates so subtly that her influence often goes unnoticed until it's impossible to ignore. She's the unseen sculptor, molding her environment, relationships, and even cultural norms without seeking credit or recognition. What makes her unique is her approach to influence. While others aim for grand gestures or public accolades, she works quietly, behind the scenes. She observes, understands, and then makes precise adjustments that ripple outward, creating transformative change. Her methods are akin to planting seeds, small, deliberate actions that grow into something far greater over time. Her sculpting doesn't rely on control or coercion. Instead, she uses empathy and insight to guide people and situations toward better outcomes. She recognizes potential where others see problems, shaping opportunities in even the most challenging circumstances. This ability makes her a powerful ally in any setting, whether it's the workplace, friendships, or broader societal movements. One of her greatest strengths is her patience. She doesn't rush the process or seek instant gratification. Instead, she allows her ideas and actions to take root, trusting that their impact will unfold naturally. This long-term perspective sets her apart from those who chase quick wins or superficial success. Because her work is so subtle, many people underestimate her. They don't see the effort and strategy behind her actions until the results speak for themselves. By the time her influence becomes apparent, it's already deeply embedded, making it nearly impossible to reverse. The Sigma female's role as the unseen sculptor isn't about staying hidden. It's about prioritizing substance over recognition. She doesn't need her name attached to her achievements. She's content knowing that her efforts have made a difference. This quiet power is both her strength and her shield, allowing her to move through the world with purpose and precision. 8. The Keeper of Shadows. While many people try to hide their flaws or weaknesses, the Sigma female embraces hers. She is the Keeper of Shadows, someone who not only acknowledges her imperfections, but uses them as sources of strength and insight. Her relationship with her darker side is not one of shame, but of acceptance. She understands that every person has a shadow, a part of themselves that holds fears, doubts, and unresolved emotions. Instead of suppressing these aspects, she confronts them head-on, turning what could be liabilities into assets. This self-awareness gives her a level of emotional depth that few can match. By understanding her own shadows, she becomes more compassionate toward others. She can recognize pain and vulnerability in those around her, offering support and guidance without judgment. Her ability to connect on this level makes her a powerful force for healing and transformation. The Sigma female's willingness to explore her shadows also makes her resilient. She doesn't fear failure or rejection because she's already faced her own inner demons. This internal strength allows her to take risks, pursue her goals, and stand firm in her convictions, even when the odds are against her. However, being the Keeper of Shadows isn't just about self-improvement, it's also a form of protection. By owning her vulnerabilities, she becomes immune to manipulation. People can't use her fears or insecurities against her because she's already integrated them into her identity. Ultimately, the Sigma female's relationship with her shadows is a testament to her courage and authenticity. She doesn't pretend to be perfect or invincible. Instead, she embraces the complexity of being human, turning her flaws into a source of power and inspiration. 9. The Alchemist of Solitude. For the Sigma female, solitude isn't a void. It's a workshop for transformation. She is the alchemist of solitude, someone who uses time alone to recharge, reflect, and reinvent herself. Unlike those who fear being alone, she thrives in her own company. Solitude is where she finds clarity, where distractions fall away, and where she can focus on what truly matters. This time away from the noise of the world allows her to process her thoughts, refine her goals, and emerge stronger. Her solitude isn't isolation, it's intentional. She chooses to step back from the chaos of daily life to create space for growth. Whether she's meditating, journaling, or simply sitting in silence, these moments of stillness are where her most profound insights are born. This practice of solitude also makes her a powerful problem solver. When faced with challenges, she retreats into her own mind, analyzing situations from every angle. Her ability to think independently and deeply often leads to solutions that others overlook. However, her love of solitude isn't just about introspection. It's also a form of self-preservation. By setting boundaries and carving out time for herself, she protects her energy and ensures that she's always operating at her best. This balance between engagement and withdrawal allows her to maintain her strength and focus in a world that demands constant interaction. The Sigma female's mastery of solitude is one of her greatest strengths. It's where she hones her creativity, fortifies her resilience, and reconnects with her purpose. In a society that often equates busyness with productivity, her ability to step back and recharge sets her apart as a true alchemist of the self. 10. The silent revolution. The Sigma female doesn't fight for change. She embodies it. She is the silent revolution, a force that transforms the world simply by staying true to herself. Her approach to disruption is unconventional. While others use loud protests or dramatic gestures, she challenges norms through quiet, consistent action. By refusing to conform to expectations, she forces people to question the rules they've accepted without thought. This quiet rebellion isn't about seeking attention or making a statement. It's about living authentically, even when it's difficult or unpopular. Her courage to be herself inspires others to do the same, creating a ripple effect that spreads far beyond her immediate circle. What makes her revolution so effective is its subtlety. People may not realize they've been influenced by her until they find themselves thinking differently or making changes in their own lives. Her impact isn't fleeting or superficial, it's deep and enduring. The Sigma female's silent revolution isn't limited to personal interactions. She brings the same energy to her professional life, her creative pursuits, and even her broader community. She leads by example, showing that real change doesn't always require fanfare. It requires integrity, persistence, and a willingness to stand alone when necessary. In the end, her revolution is a testament to the power of authenticity. She proves that you don't need to shout to be heard or conform to be accepted. By staying true to herself, she not only transforms her own life, but also paves the way for others to do the same. And there you have it, Sigma ladies, 10 traits that redefine the meaning of quiet power. These aren't just qualities, they're a way of life. Each trait is a reminder that true strength doesn't always come in loud, bold strokes. It's often found in the subtle, deliberate actions that leave a lasting mark. If these insights resonated with you, don't let the journey end here. Hit that subscribe button and join the Sigma Lady,